even though we're 50 and over, death becomes more of a reality, especially for me because I've got a terminal cancer, but I'm living with cancer. I don't say it's terminal. So death is something I think about. And I was just wondering why and what can we do to help alleviate that thought of death and what's to come and what's some of the answers. And so I thought I'd share this video with you. So for me, living with cancer and thinking about death is, first, when I think about it, I'm going to miss my kids. I'm going to miss my wife. I'm going to miss the relationships that I've made. And so that scares me not to have those things. I'm not scared of the pain or dying, I don't think. I'm scared of missing people. And that's the big thing. And so how do I take away that worry and that hurt and those things I'm feeling? I'm going to miss my best friend, Tony. I'm going to miss my wife. I'm going to miss my daughter, Monique, my grandson, all those people. But how do I deal with this? So first of all, I live each day one day at a time, because all we really have is today, this moment right now. So if me and you, I don't know if you worry about death at all, but if I start thinking about all I have is today anyway, then tomorrow, I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I'm enjoying today. And so I think that's a big thing that we need to do, is just live each day, because death isn't here yet. That's something in the future. For most of us, in the long, long future. I think the age is now of 79 or something like that, to live till the natural age. And so for me, if that's the case, I would still have 20 more years. That's a lot to impact in that time. So the other thing that we can do when dealing with death is, where are we going? For me, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's died on the cross for me. And so I believe I'm going to heaven. So heaven is a much greater place than this. And I know most religions have heaven. They have some form of an afterlife. If it's reincarnation, whatever you believe, that's totally, I love it for you. But so for me, though, it's heaven and Jesus Christ. And so that should be something to look forward to, right? I'm going to be with Jesus Christ and God in utopia, in a world so great. So if that's the case, why do I worry about death? Why does it sometimes scare me? Because it does once in a while. So what can we do to also help with this death issue for us? Another thing that you can do if you're having a problem is seek medical help or a psychiatrist to help you deal with this, to work through these. Maybe you're dealing with somebody else's death and you saw them go through a hard death or something like that, or somebody was taken unexpected of you. And so we're left with thinking about old ideas. We saw somebody else go through it and that process wasn't good. So we can seek psychiatric help or some kind of care like that. But because I do see a psychiatrist, that's something else we can talk about on this channel, especially for people over 50. But because we're 50, we think we're so much closer. But in reality, we still got, most of us, I'm 59, I still have 20 years. 1/4 of my life is still left. That's a lot to pack in that time before I die. So that's a good way to look at it. And another thing I like to do, because the death question comes up for me, is that I let everybody know I love them. And I do not want to die without my friends and family and my loved ones knowing that I care about them and I miss them, that I love them. That's going to be, they get such a joy out of it. And I think they get too much of oh, stop it already. But I love my people. Life is about the relationships we make and the things we create with those relationships. So let everybody know that you love them. And finally, we got to get busy living. You can get busy living or get busy dying. And that means if you want to stay home and be miserable and think about this and sulk, or you can get out there and get into some fellowships, some programs, meet with people, go play cards, get in groups. I know a friend who's in a writing group. I know another friend's in a hiking group. I know a fellowship where people get clean and sober together and they meet every day together. So it's what you do with this life. So get busy living. Don't get busy dying. Get out of the house. Go do things. Because why would we want to continue to live longer if we're going to be just miserable? So you know what? But number one, God's first. We're going to go to an afterlife, and I'm going to heaven because Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And I hope to see you there. God bless. Love you. Get busy living, baby.